Okay, Chase. Let's see what we got here.
Nobody in the chat has press 1.
Alright, so probably start off backdashing with good ball.
Let's go, baby. See some of that movement. Let's go. Nice block.
Okay.
Bimmy's actually
Good.
He's been playing clean.
I'm expecting it.
Yeah, I'm expecting it.
Yeah, he punished that. Okay, so that string right there that he just did, the 4-hit string. The last 2 hits are mid-high. And if he ends on the mid, he's -10. And if he ends on the high, you can duck it. And that series comes out of a few of his strings. So that's something to be aware of in this matchup.
Oh, the miss on the flash.
Flashes, okay.
Yeah, and that full crouch move you blocked on the second hit is a high. So his new full crouch 13-frame Punisher, Bryan's, that's mid-high and duckable.
Hits him with the fishing. Ooh. Okay. Watch out for the top. Watch out. Oh,
Okay.
And the pickup, let's go.
You've already fucked up. And you probably know that. But this combo, if you were going to end there with Oki, you should go for down 2-2 and then dash up. And then if he tech rolls, you can give him the up back 1+2 mix up. But what you did here, you know, that knee is not going to work.
Oh, the miss on the combo. It's okay though. We're evening the playing field.
I'm not gonna tell Tetsujin.
Lit.
Bimmy with
That combo though. You do know this, but the pickup is down 2-2.
flash. I want Bimmy to get 2 rounds at least. We're
Right.
about to see it, my guy. With the float into the
I believe that combo's supposed to work. I don't know why it didn't.
With you. Let's go, Bimmy.
Let's go, Bimmy. Oh,
Nice.
he's catching him out because he knows he's gonna be pressing buttons.
Maybe figure out what you could do to actually carry there. I think down 2-2 into down forward 1-2 might work. But you probably could have killed him if you had gotten him to the wall there. Like if you had done like if you got him to the wall and then you did down 2-2 into up back 1+2 windmill, he probably would have teched. And I think that would have killed him.
Everybody, please channel your quads, dude. Channel all your quads. Oh, my boy. Oh,
Trying to create that
Okay. You should know that when you get hit by that low, you're at -3.
space. Miss on the upper. Now,
Nice. Bad combo, but that's all you needed, so over.
is taking some rounds.
oh boy. Let's go, Bimmy. Lovely gamer.
Let's get a one in chat if you want to see Bimmy.
Yeah, so that jet upper, you can't, it's -9. You can't jab after it.
Everybody give him all your
You could die.
All the energy.
Now,
You want to take like a real turn if you block that jet upper. And that's -13. That low, so it's +3 for Bryan on hit, and it's -13 on block. So as Yoshimitsu, I'm pretty sure all you're going to get is while standing 4.
I just turned it on. Right here? That's a float.
You didn't float combo you, which is nice.
I've never seen Tetsujin play nervous.
It worked that time.
Some buttons. Oh, the launch.
You're going to get carried to the wall and ripped.
Take the wall.
Get ripped out right now. Boom.
That's so much damage. You're dead, dude.
It's good. It's good.
See, a good player, when they get a launch, they take him to the wall and they get the whole wall combo. And you're not there yet. So that's really something to focus on.
We're seeing some convincing play from our boy Bimmy. Oh, that's
No reaction. Getting carried straight to the wall. Oh, that was so sketch. I mean, that's just unfortunate. You know, like, what happened there? He just read you were going to punch and punch parried the shit out of you. And I don't really know if, like, I mean, that's just unfortunate. I don't have much to say about that. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Just got outplayed.
doesn't matter because we got the pickup. Oh, the turnaround.
Okay. You could have wall carried there, but how, I wonder.
I'm playing a little bit nervous here. I've never seen Tetsujin play nervous. I've never seen it until now.
Some buttons.
And I moved way back. That's the problem with these. That it's just like, super hard to navigate the 7-hour stream or whatever the fuck this shit.
It's good. It's good. We're seeing some convincing
Yeah, it's a
play.
7-hour stream.
Bimmy.
Should really just not. But when I'm trying to analyze like how you should wall carry, right? Like I got to. It's really important to figure out these little things. So yeah, so what you did, and he knew that you were gonna do this, because the last time that you blocked that jet upper, you jabbed. So that's why he was ready for the parry that time. He was like, oh, this guy thinks that this is punishable. and that's why you ate this second wall splat.
Miss on the crunch and upper.
So you didn't. That wasn't just unfortunate. You just like kind of telegraphed that you were gonna do that.
But it doesn't matter 'cause we got
Okay, so you hop kick him here.
pick up.
Now how do you carry him to the wall? I'm pretty sure down 2-2 by itself can do it.
Oh,
But you do 3. And then what would your Oki be here if you did do 3? I'm pretty sure it's probably still down 2-2 into the windmill. Or, you know, some other nerd tech that you can probably figure out.
the turnaround.
But doing that, you could at least go into the windmill now. But you spin, that doesn't work at all. So that was a bad idea.
Oh, but he's off axis.
Nice. You should test to see if Flash beats 1-2-1 also. Because if it beats 1-2-1 and 1-2-3, that's pretty solid. That's really solid.
Oh, nice breakdown. Let's go.
Especially if it does it on
Nice.
on break. Okay, so there was something really important here that happened. So we're at 47-20. Okay, now we're at 47. Okay, so right here, you make another big mistake. After you get this, you get another wall splat. Right? So now you're doing down 2-2, which is the thing you should have done on the last combo to get to the wall. Right? So after down 2-2, right here, you can actually hit 2+3 at the end of down 2-2 string, and it will put away your sword. And so what's useful about that is that you can get this like special no sword combo that I've been seeing some good Yoshis do. But when the enemy splats, basically you're going to hit 2-2, hold that 2 on the second one, and then hit forward 1. And that'll give you 2-2, and then like a sword smash. And then it's just a normal wall combo. Alternatively, you can do some like 2-2 and then some Oki trap, which you could figure out in practice mode. But down 2-2 into putting away the sword is something that's really common I've seen from Cannon Trench. But instead you do this shit. And this is really bad, right? Because now you've lost your rage drive, potentially, and you've taken him away from the wall. So you've like taken away 2 of your own resources just to get damage that I mean, damage is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But it's not the damage you needed as so much as just like, you needed a good situation. And you hella luck out by getting this. I don't know if I want to call it lucky. It was good. But you kind of put yourself in a situation where you had to do something like that, you know? So I would. That's my criticism of that. Even though that round was super sick and really hype. Man, I hope I don't have to record this again. I hope my voice is coming through loud and clear. So I remember after the fact you told me that after the whole match was done you were really like shaking because you were hella nervous, which is understandable. If you play more in tournament you'll get used to it. Like, you know that Daniel's over here, he's not really worried. He just knows that he got flashed on a lot and he's just gonna pick Jack and slow the game down so that he can whiff punish, and he's gonna be a little bit further away from you on pokes and stuff, so you're not gonna be able to flash him. That's his game plan, I would guess. And you could ask him too. He might tell you if he remembers what he was thinking when he came in the second match. Okay, so you start off backdashing. Good. In tournament play, I think that's a really good idea. Every time. So, when something like that happens, you should know that, you know, you can't whiff. And you got super lucky that he didn't hit you. And I think your punish for that move is, I think it's back 2-2. I don't know if that's 14, but if that isn't 14, then you can take down forward 1 for his uppercut. Because Jack's uppercut is -14. That's good. He doesn't know about that setup. Or if he does know, he didn't react that time. Nice launch. Yeah. Quick. Okay, so against Jack, every time you get launched and you know you're going to the wall, you have to immediately start thinking about how the fuck am I going to get away from this wall. And so in this situation, when you slide down the wall right here, you're going to want to be spamming kicks because that's going to tech roll you towards the side of the wall that you're most open on. And if you don't tech roll that way, you better be doing something tricky, or you know, I'm pretty sure you just hold back here. Yeah, you just hold back. So you're trapped. This is the worst spot in the game to be in, and Jack is especially good at this scenario. I think you just flash out, which is great. You know, yeah, you just flashed out because you're Yoshi, but man, you know that's sketch. If he had done full crouch down back one, for example, instead of just down back one from standing, if he had done that, he'd be +6. And then I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to interrupt his while standing 4 or another down back 1 with flash. So it's a really, really dangerous situation to be in as Yoshi. You actually couldn't flash his main mix-up. You might be able to flash it on the while standing 4 after that hits, but I mean, you don't want to be just eating those. That move he hit you with, it's like 2-1-2, I think. It's -12. It's basically just this 2-1 jab string into a third hit that's a launch, and it's -12. And you're going right back. Well, you should have been going to the wall, but didn't. Got hit by that. So you're going to get wall splat a lot in these next 2 games. So it's something to watch out for every time. Like, here you go. You can go right to the wall, and you're not going to tech roll. Oh, you did. You went the correct way. And look, you pretty much got out, too. Like, he whiffed a couple times. I don't know what that was, dude. That was a huge whiff. Okay. Which way are you going to tech roll? Well, you tech rolled the wrong way, because now you're in the corner. Well, you're not quite in the corner yet, but you definitely put yourself perpendicular to the wall, and if you try to walk to the left, which is actually the way you avoid Jack's down back 1 string, you're just going to be putting yourself in the corner. So, I mean, even if the health bars weren't like this, you'd be totally fucked. Like, if you had a full health bar, and Jack was like at half-life, I would say it would be even with these 2 scenarios. You might just flash your way out again.
I think Jack was a good choice.
No. Nope.
You can play very cautious with Jack. Turtle up. Got to 2 wins. Let's see where this goes.
Okay, you're getting hugged. Hug is -12, and there is follows. Good punish. Wow, that was close. Okay, what's your punish there? I don't know what it is. I think it might be forward 2, hit confirm 2, maybe, but that's really hard. Man, I don't know what the forward 2 punish is either for Jack. So Jack, I would look at Jack's down 1 + 2 and forward 2s. Figure out how to punish those. Nice. Oh, that sucks. If you're afraid of him swinging, you gotta do like while standing 4 there, or full crouch. If you had done full crouch down forward 4, you would have counter hit launched it. I don't know what your combo would have been. Okay. Nice, you blocked that. That is punishable too. I don't know how, like, if your character can hit it though. For example, I know Katarina, she can just straight up launch that with her hop kick. So you got hit by 2-1-2 again. That's something you should be worried about against Jack. Go to practice mode, figure out 2-1-2 punish, figure out what it looks like. Alright, which way are you gonna tech? Doesn't matter. He did a full tracker there, and debugger's hard to see. Especially in the tech roll scenario. You kind of like get locked into mid-blocking if that's how you woke up. That was a tough match. Eat your ass, dude. That's how I am against Jack in tournament, too. Tough character to fight in tournament. Just in general. This is probably where you're really nervous, right? Is this where you got really nervous, or was it the second game? I think the second game you were nervous because you were whiffing a lot. It's gonna be really hard to beat him now. Now he's hugging you, he's just throwing out unsafe launchers, hitting everything. You got lucky. Uh-oh, just whiffing. There's no composure on your end right now. You're not doing stuff that's gonna hurt him either. He's like not ducking because he knows he doesn't have to. Okay, so that is -14. You can punish that with while standing 1-2. But you take dick jab. And that move that you did block, that's a good setup. That move that you did block is Jack's while standing 2-1. And it's -14 and puts you in crouch. What's the Oki here after that hits? I don't know. Up or down 1? Or up 1? Is it up 1? The sword stab? Ouch. That was just unfortunate. Honestly, if you hit that sword stab and they don't wake up, can you hit crouch dash 1 into a kin mix up while they wake up into the kin mix up? I think crouch dash 1 hits grounded. I'd look into that.
Duck two.
What's up? What's up?
So that he just started off with 2 punishable moves. Forward 2 is minus, I don't know, 10 or 12. And the second move he did is punishable too. The hug. That's minus 12.
What up, stream?
You gonna make it out? Yeah.
Oh,
That's punishable. I don't know if you have a punish.
Bimmy trying to party here.
Oh,
If you had blocked that, it would have been punishable.
okay.
He's playing some classic Jack here.
Now I understand.
That's like everything he's doing is punishable. He knows you don't have an answer.
Boom, the wall. You see why? The pokes are too good.
It's too good.
He said, if you're not respecting my frames, I don't respect your frames either.
Exactly.
That's what he's saying.
So this string that he just did, that third low, it because it's so slow to come out, it's always low parryable, even on hit. Jacks really shouldn't do that hit. They get away with it sometimes just because people are not prepared for it, but you can just low parry it every time.
Exactly.
And,
Like that.
now we're stringing him out.
And if you want to practice that, I think it's down 2-1-1.
Alright, let's go, Bimmy. Let's see if we can defend against this. Oh man.
Oh man.
I still believe it. I still believe
I do believe in him. I think he needs to
Ooh, that was a good interrupt.
party a little bit more.
really killing himself here. You know
Oh,
what?
you could have punished that.
He's 2 rounds down.
Wow, he almost hit you down 1+2. What's your wall carry? No, your wall carry should have been down 1-1. Or no, down 2-2. And then you could put that sword away into that dash 2-2 forward 1+2 thing. And if down 2-2 isn't close enough after a 4-hit tailspin, you've always got 2-2-1. And the way that you hit that is you got to make sure that you delay the second hit at down 2-2. So it's like down 2-2-1. It's kind of got like a tempo to it. But that would have gotten you the wall. You would have got a little bit more damage into an Oki mix-up. Probably could have gotten that round. So, okay, plant the seeds. If that move doesn't hit on the second hit, it always has that long-ass animation. So you can just run up, down, forward 2. So you missed the launch for the win there, too. You might have had 2 chances to win the game. So, yeah. GG's. Good try, and props on getting that first game for sure. I would say just like in general, your game plan against Jack is block. Like, try to block his punishable moves and punish him. Jack is really solid, and you don't want to be blocking or getting hit by too many down back ones, but you also don't want to like duck when he knows you're gonna duck. So try to like low parry the ankle punch and have your low parry combo on lock, and when he picks you up for combo, always be thinking about how you're gonna get away from the wall. As Yoshimitsu, like maybe flash works, but like I said, if he does the full crouch low ankle punch version, that's like +6 on hit. So it's hard to flash after that. And he's got lots of frame traps at the wall that you might be able to flash through, but he's going to be pushed back on a lot of his plus frame moves, which are like sidestep 2, back 2. Those are both +5, I think. Running 2. So really, you just don't want to have your back to the wall, no matter what. Any way you can get out of there, you take it. Always make sure you tech roll the correct way so that you are not trapped there. Those are just all super important. Yeah. So hopefully that's helpful. Yeah. Good luck.